This wasn't about building big, it was about building the basics. In just 60 days, we set up the foundation for our homestead. Let me show you. In these 2 months, we were inside making the renovated old barn into a home. And as you will see, there are a lot of things still needed to be done. But basically what we did these first 2 months was laying the foundation for our own homestead, making sure it's a home, making sure our dog can walk freely. But for now, we really like to show you the progress we've made the first 2 months. So this is 2 months later. We did a couple of things. One of the things is we created a parking place for our car. The previous owner had the idea of making an extension over here. Well, we're not sure whether we're gonna do it or not. For now, we don't. And the idea is to make a porch over here, but that's a job for the future. So as you can see, it looks a little bit like a construction site at the moment. The trench for the electricity cable and as you can see, it goes to the house, and also plumbing is done. Over there it's connected to the toilet they made, and it goes all the way down there to the sanitation box, which leads to the sewer outside. One of the things we found out is that it's very chilly in the morning, and one of the reasons is the door that's over here behind this wooden plate is there are a lot of cracks around the door, so the wind comes in. And the new door is ordered, but it will be delivered and placed in the new year, so we need to wait a couple of weeks for it. Therefore, this is the temporary solution to keep the wind out of the cracks. And another thing that makes it chilly and a little bit windy inside sometimes are these holes, and they come out inside. And that's over here where the previous owner made some ventilation holes. He was a designer and a painter, so yeah, you almost do not see them. But as you can see here, it's just an open space to outside, and later on this will be the locations for the bathroom ventilation and also for the air conditioning to go outside. So as you can see, it's not completely sealed now, but it's a pretty big hole, and I don't want the expansion foam to come out on the inside, so I'm gonna do it bit by bit to avoid overdoing it. And the reason why I'm a little bit cautious is because back in Holland I also filled up some cracks, but I used a little bit too much expanding foam, so that came out into our bedroom, so that was not not the most successful job I ever did. And another thing that brings in a lot of cold are these plastic plates that should be windows. Yeah, a lot of cold is coming through it, so we ordered some windows and they will be installed in the beginning of next year. As you might remember, this is how our house looked like from the inside, and this is it now. It looks like a bomb went off, I know, but we moved our stuff and that was yesterday. So we still have a walking pad to the next room. And over there we have the most important thing, the coffee machine. And we have the warm water heater in there. So that makes a huge difference, because before we had that, our warm water came from this little thing. So yeah, that's a huge upgrade for us. We also bought a new stove, and not that something was wrong with the other one, but well, that was electric and we didn't want to use it here. So over here we will have the bathroom, and this is the bedroom. Over here we have our pellet heater, and it comes in pretty handy during the winter. And this is the place where they created the toilet, and one of the features I really love is the storage place they created above it. So yeah, I'm very happy about it. Well, one of the things obviously we did was creating this road to get some heavy stuff to the back of our land. But it also seemed to be very handy when we were moving our stuff, because a lot of our stuff went into the shed. This red hose didn't go through the yellow hose that we placed inside the foundation of the solar panel house. So it was over the road. So I needed to open up the road again and fill it up. And next to the shed we have the battery house for the solar panels. So this is our battery setup or solar setup. And as you can see, even during a cloudy day, it charges more than it uses. And you can see that over here, this is what it charges and this is what it uses. Again, an OSB plate. By the time our door and windows will arrive for our house, we will replace the front door, and the front door we have currently in our house will be placed here for the battery house. So for now it's just an OSB plate to avoid the rain coming in. And this trench needs to be closed because, well, this is the place where we want to create our vegetable garden with raised beds and all that. These are the solar panels, and here you see the framework for more solar panels, but we're not going to get any more solar panels, so the people that installed them will remove this frame again, so the frame will end up here. And one of the things I'm very excited about is how green the land became. As you might remember, when we bought the land was pretty dry. And over here we have some higher dry grass. I still need to trim that, and as in the video when we bought the land, we asked you about some trees. And we also had this tree, which we don't know what it is. But now it has some sort of berries, I think. I don't know what it is. So I'm again asking for your help. If anyone knows what kind of tree this is, please let me know in the comments, because I have absolutely no idea. And can you also please tell me whether the berries or whatever they are edible? Will be much appreciated. Creating a food forest is one of the ideas we have and one of the future plans. We're not pretty sure yet what we're gonna add into the food forest, but my wife and I decided that this will be the place that we are going to create the food forest. So that's the idea for here. If you have any suggestions what we should place in our food forest, please let me know. All suggestions are welcome. So one of the things my wife came up with is creating a crossroad over here. We already have the road here to the right to the battery house and the shed, but we also want to create a road down here, and that means these two trees will be moved a little bit to the left, so we can have a road all the way up there, and at the end it goes a little bit up, so we can create another shed over there. But the most exciting part about this crossroad is that we want to create a walking path underneath this olive tree, between these olive trees, around that orange, well, bush at the moment, but we will prune it so it will become a tree. And there are more fruits in it than I thought. So it produces some nice oranges, but well, for those who know me, I'm colorblind as it gets, so I will ask my wife which one are ready to pick. But back to the road, to have the walking path through here and create a place to relax. Well, maybe up here, and otherwise up the terrace. We're not sure yet which one of those two, but yeah, creating a walking path from there through here is one of the ideas my wife came up with. And as you know, we pruned a couple of the trees, and the idea is to wait until after winter, because some people say you can prune whenever you want, and others say you can prune only after the frost. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens, and we have a good comparison between those two, so we can make up our own mind for the coming years. Also, as you know, we fenced the entire Homestead is because at some points it's very low and we don't want our dog to jump over it and escape. Yesterday I bought the plastic for in the shed I just showed you, and at the agriculture shop I also saw some little trees. One of those was a blueberry and I saw some others I really want to plant, but well, I didn't have the space in the car to take everything with me, so I just bought one, and the one I bought is the hazelnut tree. So for the people that know me, there's one thing I'm allergic to food-wise, and that's hazelnut. But my wife really loves them, so I thought, well, the first tree we're gonna buy will be a present for her, and it's the only thing I'm allergic to. So if that's not real love, I don't know what is. So that's it. We've planted our first tree. It's the 18th of December 2025. So that's a milestone for us on this farm. I'm very happy about it. Soon we will add some more trees. I've been told that this is the moment to plant your trees, your new trees. And at the shop I was, they had some blueberries, they had some peaches, and a couple of more. I can't remember which one I wanted, but I think it will be 3, 4, maybe 5 trees. So yeah, I'm gonna buy them in the next couple of days. I will plant them on the farm, of course, and I will try to remember to film it. But for now, that's it. The next video will be after Christmas. So for now, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your days, enjoy the holidays, and see you in the next year.